The small ranch on the outskirts of Montana had always been quiet. The kind of place where gossip traveled faster than the wind. Tom Harper had lived there most of his life, raising cattle and keeping to himself. One afternoon, as he checked the fences near the old dirt road, he heard a frantic voice calling out. A young woman stood near her car, panic etched across her face, pointing toward the field. "Please, it's rubbing against it," she said breathlessly. Fear and urgency in her tone. Tom followed her gaze and saw a horse tangled in broken wire fencing, its leg badly scraped and bleeding as it struggled to free itself. The animal's movements only made things worse, metal digging deeper into its skin. Without hesitation, Tom ran toward the horse, calming it with a steady voice. The woman begged him to wait for help, but Tom knew every second mattered. The horse was panicking, and hesitation could cost it its life. Using his jacket to shield the wound. Tom carefully cut the wire away with his tools. He ignored the pain when the frightened animal kicked, focusing only on freeing it safely. The horse finally collapsed to the ground, exhausted but alive. Tom worked methodically, cleaning the wound with water from his canteen and wrapping it tightly. The woman watched in shock, tears streaming down her face. Realizing how close she had come to witnessing a tragedy. Word of the incident spread quickly. Some townspeople criticized Tom for acting without waiting for professionals, claiming he had taken a reckless risk. Others praised his bravery. The horse belonged to a wealthy family known for their influence in town, and rumors twisted the story in every direction. Some claimed Tom had caused the injury, while others said he had saved the animal through pure instinct. Tom stayed silent, returning to his ranch, believing the truth would speak for itself. That evening, the horse's owner arrived unexpectedly at Tom's ranch. Instead of anger, she brought gratitude. The veterinarian had confirmed that without immediate action, the horse would have suffered permanent damage or worse. Tom's quick thinking had saved it. She thanked him publicly the next day, silencing many critics. Yet the attention made Tom uncomfortable. He had never acted for praise, only because it was the right thing to do. As days passed, more people came forward with stories of Tom's quiet kindness. Neighbors recalled times he had fixed fences without being asked, helped stranded drivers, and rescued injured animals without seeking recognition. The town began to see him differently. What had started as shock turned into admiration. Tom's actions challenged the assumption that heroism required permission or applause. Sometimes, it simply required courage in the moment. The young woman, who had first called for help, visited Tom again. She confessed she had been new to town and overwhelmed, unsure whom to trust. Watching Tom risk himself for an animal had changed her view of the place and its people. She thanked him not just for saving the horse, but for restoring her faith in humanity. Tom listened quietly, nodding, uncomfortable with attention, yet appreciative of sincerity. At the next town meeting, the mayor publicly acknowledged Tom's actions. The rancher stood awkwardly as applause filled the room. He spoke briefly, reminding everyone that responsibility didn't end at property lines. If something was suffering, and you could help, you should. His words resonated deeply, especially in a town that had grown divided and cautious over the years. Life slowly returned to normal. But something had shifted. People greeted each other more openly, helped more readily. Tom noticed neighbors stopping to check fences together, offering assistance instead of judgment. The incident had exposed fear, but it had also revealed compassion. The horse recovered fully, often seen grazing peacefully near the road, where it had once been trapped. One quiet evening, Tom sat on his porch, watching the sunset. He reflected on how a single moment had rippled outward, changing perceptions and bringing people together. He hadn't planned to shock the town. He had simply acted. In doing so, he reminded everyone that integrity was measured not by rules or approval, but by the willingness to act when it mattered most. The town would remember the incident for years. Not because of controversy, but because it marked a turning point. A rancher's instinctive act of compassion had challenged fear, silenced gossip, and redefined courage. And for Tom, life continued much the same, except now, he knew that even the quietest actions could leave the loudest impact.